Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video, we're going to be seeing some really spicy battles with Return Sealeo and Shadow Ball Noctowl. Now with the start of season 10, Niantic gave Noctowl Shadow Ball, which gave Noctowl some coverage against the meta, against steel types. Well, in the past, it had no coverage against steels. All moves were resisted except for Nightshade, but Nightshade is a pretty bad move, and it didn't really have any utility against steel types, but now it does have. And with wing attack, it charges really quickly. And in today's video, we're gonna be showcasing Shadow Ball Noctowl and Return Sealeo. Now I've been seeing Sealeo and Noctowl as a core. I don't know if this can be a core, but it worked really well for me. And a Return Sealeo in the Great League Remix Cup. It's definitely needed in the Great League Remix Cup, because in the Open Great League, it is like, it gets hard countered by like Bastiodon, Medicham, Toxicroak, Shadow Machamp, Medicham. I think I said that before, but yeah, it gets countered. We have way too many fighters there. So in the Great League Remix, where G-Fisk is banned and Medicham and Basti are banned, it can just go to town. So if you guys enjoy this video, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's see these battles in action. Alright, hopping into the first battle. I mean, this is the first battle of the video I'm talking about. So we're against Trevenant versus Greedent. Not the best matchup, because they're gonna be resisting the Shadow Claws, and I'm really sorry guys that you guys have to see the old layout that I used to have like way back when I started my YouTube channel. It's because I don't have my computer right now, so we'll be back on the computer next week. Don't you guys worry. But now we're gonna have to just do like this, because I cannot figure out any other way to this. And we landed our return. Let's get it. Toxicroak thought we were going for a body slam, but I guess he was not paying attention at the purification aura around the Sealeo. But it is what it is. So Green goes for a body slam, which does not kill, since Green is a spammy boy. So I can just let this go and just come in with a Noctowl and keep Trevenant away from Greedent, because Trevenant does struggle against Greedent because of the resisted Shadow Claws. So I can just come in Noctowl. Look at how wing attack generates energy pretty quickly. So I can just let this go. Noctowl is one bulky bird, and it takes a crunch to the face like a champ. So it's really nice. And I can just go for a sky attack. So I'm hoping I can do is get shield, since I think I'm in a shield disadvantage though. We'll see. Am I in a shield disadvantage? Nope. I mean, I do have a shield advantage now, as I said before, but all I can do is go straight sky attacks, and they go for a body slam. So I think in this matchup, going straight body slams is like the more energy efficient move, because since it takes like less energy, and it is stab, but crunch isn't. So I go for a sky attack, and we will never go for a shadow ball, because that's not what we do on the channel. So Greedent is farming up a lot, since Greedent has access to Bullet Seed, which generates energy really quickly. So you guys cannot let Bullet Seeds in if you guys are in this matchup or playing against Greedent in general. So, and Greedent does another move, so you can definitely tell that he definitely had a lot of energy. So Greedent goes for a body slam, and I was scared, so I could have like overfarmed like a bit more, but I was just scared he was gonna get to another one. So, and I'll be like, oh, why did I waste his shield for him? Yeah, and the Green goes down, and he brings a Noctowl. Oh, this is definitely not good. Okay, I was not expecting a Noctowl. No, yeah, this is pretty much GG's. Noctowl hard wall is Trevenant, since Seed Bomb was resisted due to flying typing, and Shadow Ball due to normal typing. So this is pretty much GG. And I had the Seed Bomb, but it didn't even matter anyway. So, yep. This will be a good game. So anyways, so at least we landed a return though, which is really sick. So alright, it's alright though. On to the next battle. And I'm really sorry that these battles are slow, because I cannot find a way to speed this up on mobile, because like I said, I don't have my laptop right now. So it's alright though. I think this video will be too long, but I'll adjust it as I can. So you guys don't have to watch me. You guys don't have to watch 30 minutes just of me talking. So just Trevenant against a Politoed. So it's in the next match, and this is a really good lead. And he swaps into a Pelipper, so I'm thinking this might be Trip of Water. So I can just go for a Seed Bomb to do as much damage, since Pelipper is not the tankiest, and Trevenant has high attack stat, so it will do a lot of damage like it did there. So I can just go for in a Sealeo and just keep farming. And then I don't really have to shield the Hurricane, because I know I survived one, and I'm not Shadow, so this is pretty good. This is so far pretty good for me, depending on what the situation is going to be like next. So I can just farm it down, and I do have the return ready. So whatever he brings in with, and I deny the mud shot, which is really needed, and I go for a return. So will this land? I'm willing to boom in this video. Boom! Let's go. We land some returns, and you guys could definitely see um, me needing body slam in some cases like these because of how return is like a high nuke move with high energy costs. So, and we go for a water pulse, and we do get the shield. So I think he probably knew we were going for another return. So because I did farm down that pelipper from our energy. So and I bring the Trevenant, and I shield this thinking this might be a blizzard, and I was thinking at the same time that this might be a weather ball bait, but it's actually a blizzard. So pretty good call, and it's surprising. I forgot to say before. It's surprising to see Politoed in the Great League because since Weather Ball got nerfed back in Season 9, it definitely fell down a bit, and a lot more grass types have been appearing. So Trevenant goes for a Seed Bomb for a bait, and I just go for a Shadow Ball now. This is what I love about Trevenant. Shadow Claw and Seed Bomb Shadow Ball, really good moveset. This is why Trevenant is so good. Which Shadow Claw over X, which Gorgeist has, so... And I can just go into Noctowl to absorb this damage because I know it's a Power Rip. I've been counting, so... Trevenant goes for a Power Rip, we land that, and I can just easily farm this down, but he actually saved us some time, and yeah. That would be a good game, so... On to the next battle. So how you guys' day going so far? And yeah, hopping into the next match, we have... I'm sorry again if these battles are really slow. I cannot figure out a way to speed them up, and we have a Trevenant versus a Machamp, so this is a really good lead for us. And he brings an ingredient, so I can just come in Noctowl. I will not be coming into Sealeo because it's going to be taking super effective from his Bullet Seeds, and Bullet Seeds adds up as he gets, like, if he throws Crunch, then defense debuff, then that's going to be scary, and then Bullet Seeds, and he'll be able to take Switch back then. So this is why Noctowl is a pretty good counter to Greedent. So I don't really have to shield this, and I'm thinking I can get shields back. I'm pretty much going to have to deny the clock because there's a high likely chance of him switching back into Machamp so he can farm down and get energy. So, or he can just farm me down and Payback, which he might have. It's really hard to tell because Payback and Rock Slide are really good moves, but Payback takes more energy than Rock Slide, I believe. But we'll see though. We'll see later in this battle. So we can just go for we can just shield this, I believe, or do I shield this? Nope, I don't shield that, and I survived the crunch, which we got the defensive, but I don't think it really matters since we're flying type, and we like double resist the Bullet Seeds since we're flying typing, and also Noctowl is quite really bulky, so really nice, and we got the second shield, so now this is what I really hope for, which we were able to accomplish that goal. We're going to be able to farm this Greedent down, and we're going to be seeing be seeing a boom in this battle as well. So we can do is we can just shield this to absorb some damage, because if I farm down without without any health, then I won't be able to return because one Machamp might be able to snipe me. So I think I shield this. Do I shield this? Okay, I do shield this. I just want to preserve health. This is because this is a Sealeo showcase, and I farm it down. Let's go. And whatever comes back in gets returned, and it's a Machamp. Machamp comes back in, and I think this return kills. We'll see. Please one shot. Boom! Let's go. It does a lot. It doesn't one shot, but it actually does a lot of damage. And he brings in a Alolan Marowak. This is for sure a good game. Shuttle will absolutely 100% work one shot, which is really nice. Trevenant has stable stats, and I can just Shuttle Claw down, and yeah, that will be a good game to my opponent. And he sees the writing on the wall. So I'm beginning to like this team. Trevenant is really good in this meta. Sealeo in the Great League Remix. I mean, this Great League Remix meta with all the with all the unusual psychic types that I've been seeing. Well, I've not been recording them, but Trevenant is definitely really good. And we see a Magneton on the lead, so this is pretty neutral because since Magneton wins every CMP in the game, and it's super duper frail, like how much the Shadow Claws are basically telling us. I have to shield this Magnet Bomb because I was scared it was probably gonna one shot, and he brings in the Dragonite. This is absolutely a Sealeo victory here. We can just farm it down with Power Channel. We don't have to shield the Dragon Claw because I know even from a shadow I can still survive a Dragon Claw. It will still do a lot though, but like I said, Sealeo is really bulky. It has pretty good stats, so. Alright, what's coming in next? I can return it, and it's actually a, he brings in the Magnezone. Not the Magnezone, the Magneton. Excuse my language there. And I go for Water Pulse, thinking I might get a shield. We do get a shield, and my opponent made a mistake. He actually let me get to another Water Pulse. So this is telling me that he wants to farm me down and throw 2 Magnet Bombs to get 2 of my shields, but I actually made him get, I actually took 2 shields from him, and I also kept shield advantage now. So what I can do, and he swaps into a Gyarados. Really nice catch, but I can just over farm a bit and swap into Noctowl, so which does a lot of damage. Or I just swap into Noctowl, either way is fine. And I farm down, and it's Waterfall, so it will probably get to an Aqua Tail before I even farm it down, which to do. So I don't have to shield this. Okay, it's just an Aqua Tail. And we can just farm it down, and yeah, we can just Shadow Ball the Magneton. I thought I would lose CMP because Noctowl was defense weighted, but Magneton's attack weighted. But I think didn't press this. I think didn't like trigger the CMP. So and they knew they had to get 2 Magnet Bombs. I mean they had to get three Magnet Bombs, and then yeah, this otherwise that one would have been a good game. So all right, on to my next set of battles. Let me just skip a bit here. There you go. There you go. So you have Trevenant versus Politoed. Really good, really good lead. So what we can do is we can go with, so they're bringing a Drapion, so I can go on a Noctowl, because I cannot, I was just scared if I bring the Sealeo, and they might outpace me since Return is a high energy nuke move with high energy gain, so Noctowl is probably my safest bet, so, and those wing attacks are still chunking though, so, and I denied the poison thing, I mean they might have snuck in one, but we'll see, and my hope is I can get shield advantage, or take out this Drapion. Either one's fine, or another scenario is I can take 2 shields, I can double shield and farm down with and get energy advantage. And Drapion goes for a crunch, which doesn't get me the debuff, but it's completely fine. I can just shield the next one, which will get get me 2 shields down. But I don't think it really matters since Noctowl with energy gain is absolutely beast. So Drapion dies, and he brings back in the Politoed, and I overfarm a bunch just from the thing that I might be going for like a high nuke move, which he might be shielding, but he actually doesn't shield, so it's actually perfectly matched, and Sky Attacks do really good chunk anyway, since Sky Attack was nerfed back in Season 6, and it still does a lot of damage, still. And Sky Attack's overall a really good move, so. And I'm thinking I can get to another one, but he actually throws, is this the Blizzard, or is it just the Weather Ball? It's actually just the Weather Ball, but I think he wants to get more farm on me, so. So this is what actually loses me the game. He should have went for Blizzard, though, because he went for Weather Ball, making it seem like he's getting more farm, which he is, really, which he is getting. So, and he brings in the Tropius in. So, really interesting. And this was my I bring the Sealeo in. So because I know I Power Snow since Tropius is double weak to ice. So and he still has that Politoed in the back, and Trevenant has with Air Slash Tropius gets walled. So I have to keep the Trevenant for the Politoed, and I go for Return. And since that the Tropius is like half health, this might kill, but honestly, with Sealeo not having a high attack stat, and it doesn't kill, it still does a good chunk. Still does a really good chunk. So, and I'm thinking I can probably get to a seed bomb, but they actually throw here. This might be the Blizzard. This might be another Weather Ball, but and it's actually the Blizzard, which does one shot me since Trevenant isn't the bulkiest around here. So, I'm thinking I might get to a Water Pulse, and I think sneak that Power Snow in, which is really nice. So, I'm thinking I can get to a Water Pulse in time before they get to the next Weather Ball. Can I? And no, I was 1 Power Snow short away from the Water Pulse, which would have killed the Politoed, because Water Pulse is a pretty decent move. Not the best, but it's still a pretty decent move. So I'm hoping they give Sealeo a better water charge move in the future. So, alrighty, on to the next battle. Let me just skip a bit here so you guys know how to watch this. So we have Trevenant versus Noctowl. This is horrible because Noctowl resists everything that Trevenant has except for Foul Play, but nobody uses Foul Play on the Trevenant. And they bring in an Electrode, so this is a complete hard counter to my team. So I'm thinking this might be a triple spicy team with Electrode, because Electrode is spicy. And not a lot of people see Electrode in the Great League because of G-Fisk's Bastiodons and etc. So Electrode goes for a discharge, and it still doesn't kill, even though Electrode is pretty squishy. Still pretty squishy, and Noctowl actually tanking that discharge actually tells me that Noctowl is a lot bulkier than I expected. So, and I let go of this Foul Play because I'm trying to stack the Trevenant and make 2 shield Sealeo work, because it is overall it is a Sealeo showcase, and I 100% do bring the Noctowl in, and I go for a Shadow Ball. I was really confused in this battle, like which move to throw, because which energy was the best for energy efficient, but I think Seed Bomb is more preferred, because since like what since Shadow Ball and Seed Bomb are both double resisted by Noctowl, and they actually swapped into Surf Fetch, this is really not good. So I'll just spend a shield here. I'm hoping I can get to the return and praying they don't shield. So my win con is then not shielding this, and I can just easily farm down the Powder Snow down the Noctowl, but they actually shielded. So good games to my opponent. There's nothing I can do here. My only thing is to go for like multiple Seed Bombs and Shadow Balls, but it's not gonna happen. I let them take me out, and of course they go for it, Brave Bird, just to disrespect me, but it's alright. And yeah, that will be a good game to my opponent. So, alrighty. So we have Trevenant versus Trevenant. So this is a pretty decent lane. So I swap into my Sealeo, thinking that Sealeo is a counter to Trevenant, and they actually bring out a Drapion, which is really nice, because I can just go for a return to do as much damage as I can. Since I can survive Crunch, I probably can't survive the next Crunch, but Poison Stings still do add up as well. And can we get this return off? Can we land it? Boom! Let's go. We are able to win back switch. We can just easily shield this, because I was thinking that with the Crunch, I might have got the debuff, and I would have been farmed down and losing switch. So it's alright. We shield that, and I think I go for another Water Pulse, but actually tricking a CMP tie, since Trevenant wins CMP over anything in the game, or besides Magneton, but well, Trevenant and Magneton. So Noctowl goes in, because Noctowl, as I said before, and in multiple times this video, that Noctowl is a counter Trevenant, because it's resistant to Seed Bombs and resistant to Shadow Balls as well. So I'm thinking I can just easily farm this down. Yeah, so they're throwing Seed Bombs, so I think Shadow Ball does more damage. We'll have to look that up. I'll look that up later, but I can just easily farm this down, and yeah, this will pretty much be a good game. I think he's staying in because he knows he's weak to Noctowl in the back. Probably another Grass type in the back or something. That's maybe what I'm reading, but let's see what he has in the back. And it's an Articuno, which is really interesting. I think, so this is what confuses me. He should have swapped into Articuno, because Articuno is a counter to Flyers, and Noctowl is a Flyer, so he just stayed in gaining more farm, which that didn't really make sense, because I think his switch timing wasn't up and he stayed in still. So it is what it is. So I saw him in the Trevenant, so my win con is I cannot do any moves, because I have to farm all the way down. I know the Ice Shards are still chunking, but also Shadow Claws are well. So even though I'm gonna Icy Winded, I still do some damage with Shadow Claw, so I cannot do anything. So I can just so this Icy Wind will kill my Trevenant, that's for sure. And I'm praying I can get farmed down with Wing Attack before he farms me down with Ice Shard. And can we succeed? And Noctowl lives on like 2 HP and is able to take out the Articuno with Wing Attack. Whoa, yeah, Noctowl was a beast confirmed. When I first tried out Noctowl, I was like, oh, it's garbage. But when I was using a garbage team around it, but like I got this team from somebody else, and this team has been really working for me. And Noctowl on this team works really well, pairs well with Trevenant and Sealeo, and yeah, I've been liking it so far. So Trevenant versus Haunter. This matchup is kind of goofy. Watch this, guys. I can just shield once and completely farm this down. Like, look how much the Shadow Claws are doing. Haunter has no bulk like attack from Deoxys, which has no bulk than Haunter, but Haunter is a bit more bulkier than attack Deoxys, I believe. So I can just easily farm this down and take a lot of damage from the Shadow Claws. Oh my god. And I'm thinking that Haunter and Gengar in the back, maybe, since Haunter likes to pair with Gengar, and he actually brings in Cresselia, and they do a brilliant catch on their Breedent right here. So they were reading that I was going to go for a Shadow Ball and not a Seed Bomb bait, and I can just go into Breedent, which is okay. So I can just spam out these Sky Attacks, which I can get shields back no problem, since I'm at a shield disadvantage and they're not. They're still at 2 shields, since I have to spend a shield on the Haunter. So I'm thinking I can overfarm a bit, do one more Wing Attack, and then go for a Sky Attack. I'm hoping I can get a shield, which I might. Yep, I do get a shield. Really, really nice. And I can just go for another Sky Attack. That's for sure. And Greeting goes for a Body Slam. Still does some damage, even though Noctowl is bulky. It takes Body Slam like a champ, but it still does quite a lot of damage. Noctowl goes for another Sky Attack and does... Okay, we get the last shield. So we're at a shield advantage now. So before, we were at a shield disadvantage, but now we're at a shield advantage. So we can... I think I can just survive this Body Slam. Yep, I do survive the Body Slam. Barely, so... and I get to it, but actually the fake CMP trigger, the 1 turn different CMP actually triggered there, and I was actually behind a turn, so the opponent swaps into Sealeo to catch the Sky Attack, which I don't think it really matters. I can just swap back into Trevenant and go for a Shadow Ball, since their switch timer is now, it's still locked because they just switched back into Sealeo, which was a mistake on their part. So, and I can just go for a Seed Bomb to kill, but they're actually gonna get to crunch. Actually gonna get their Body Slam and Crunch at the same time. So I'm thinking they might be going for Body Slam, but they actually threw a Crunch, so which is really interesting. I think Body Slam was the play there because you would have been left over with some energy, but not all of them, since Crunch has like a pretty good energy gain cost, and it's pretty high rather than Body Slam, but it is what it is. So G's to my opponent, and yeah, on to the next battle, and I believe this is the last battle. So we have. Alright, so we have Trevin versus, actually this might be the last battle, and against Machamp, really good lead, and this swapped into Frostlass, so I'm thinking this might be Machamp double ice, with Machamp Frostlass, and what, a Bomb Stone in the back. I'm really not good at making, I'm really good at making teams, or calling teams when I'm battling, but, and I'm thinking, since Machamp is the lead, I have another counter for Machamp, which is the Noctowl, so I can just easily stay and do some damage against this Frostlass, so go for another Seed Bomb. I'm thinking I might get the last shield. I'm praying I get the last shield so Trevenant can sweep, but I might hold on because this is a Sealeo feature, and Trevenant takes out the Frostlass, and I'm thinking he might bring the Machamp. It's actually a Drifloon, so it's actually double Ghost, not double Ice, so my bad. And I actually throw a Seed Bomb right here, so I'm thinking they might be counting, and I go for a Seed Bomb. This is a big brain move. Will they shield? They do shield, so, and it actually doesn't matter if they farm it down. I just bring the Sealeo in because since Drifloon is also part Flying type, Power Stones are going to be chunking as well, so I can just let this go. I still have a Shadow Ball. I'm not a Shadow. I think a Shadow Sealeo can take a Shadow Ball pretty well, so since Shadow Ball hits like a truck, and I can just bring Noctowl in, and they'll call me just bring attacks to even though it is Shadow Machamp, it's still, it is pretty still glassy, really glassy, sorry for my words, and Noctowl can just go for a can just go for a Sky Attack. And yeah, this will pretty much be a good game. So yeah, we can just take out the Machamp, and oh, I forgot the Drifloon is still like half HP. So I survive. The opponent throws the Icy Wind, which I will survive since Noctowl, as I said like multiple times in this video, Noctowl has amazing bulk. So I can just go for a Sky Attack. I would have gone for a Shadow Ball, but I just want to close this game out earlier, so so this video doesn't have to be too long. And yeah, one more Wing Attack should seal the deal there. So if you guys enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and my final thoughts on Sealeo with Return. It is quite interesting. Return has a pretty high energy gain cost move, but Return hits like a truck. As you guys saw from these, we landed like plenty of returns and landed plenty of Sky Attacks from Noctowl, and yeah, I will have to say, Noctowl and Sealeo pretty much make a good core. I might be mistaken because they're both are double weak to rock, but since Trevenant is part grass types and rock is weak against grass, it will be able to handle it pretty well. So again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't, and yeah, I'll talk to you next time. Peace out, and yeah, have a great day.